Hey guys, Jim Reardon here with a short clip on Terra featuring one of our innovative exploration tool sets. I'll need about 7 minutes. In this video, I cover Terra's enhanced remote sensing methodology for exploration. It uses advanced pattern recognition on multispectral satellite data, tying patterns in the satellite data to subsurface resources. Using these tools, explorers can expect to get through the typical work program in a fraction of the time, half the cost, and with at least double the success rate. We're talking about special algorithmic processing and interpretation of multispectral satellite data. The ability to invert from satellite data to subsurface is a major advance, hence Remote Sensing 2.0. By deploying these tools, explorers can expect to find better targets for seismic and drilling. Naturally, this leads to better returns on expenditure. Let me introduce our team. Alex is President and Board Chair, Dimitri CEO, and I head up Business Development. We're backed by a very strong team of acclaimed technical specialists, bringing hundreds of years of exploration experience and success. The tech goes back decades with hundreds of projects, scores of customers, and many big names. We've worked in 20 countries, most continents, onshore and offshore. Looking at the E&P industry today, we can see it faces many risks and challenges. The bloom is clearly off shale plays. Despite lower drilling risk, we see higher costs, sharp declines, and weak economics. Only the largest players can expect to make money. A good conventional well, on the other hand, pays better and lasts much longer. And let's face it, higher returns are what's needed to bring back investors to the table. The key, obviously, is to reduce risk. But how, you ask? Well, we can start with better data. And that's where Terra can help. Our methodology efficiently finds good targets in the subsurface. Our data is independent of traditional G&G. It informs on structure, hydrocarbon charge, and depth. In short, we invert from fingerprints in surface data to get to subsurface resources. Again, pre-seismic and pre-drill. How does it work? Well, satellites capture a broad spectrum of data, converting it to digital values, which can be analyzed in myriad ways. Terra acquires the data from commercial vendors and applies its methods to specific spectral bands. Then we do our processing, calculations, and interpretation for the various respective methods. The Earth is a dynamic body, experiencing constant change through geological time, leaving footprints and fingerprints for geologists to analyze. It's well known in geoscience that subsurface drives surface changes and leaves clues. Terra's innovation is in finding new patterns in satellite data which tie to subsurface resources. These patterns, revealed in specially processed satellite data, are proven to tie to oil and gas structure, charge, and depth, empirically proven. It breaks down into 5 categories. First, geodynamic, a purely quantitative method, finds favorable conditions. Next, elevation data, 2 tools. Zero-point curve mapping finds depot centers and migration pathways, and erosion basis mapping finds subsurface uplifts and lineaments. Next, pattern recognition, 2 tools. Stress field mapping finds faults, traps, depth, and charge, and spectral anomaly analytics also maps faults, structure, depth, and charge. Then machine learning tools train on data and predict prospectivity, and finally traditional remote sensing, a small part of our overall process. It's a powerful tool set, and the following are a few mapping examples. Again, geodynamic. It finds favorable conditions for mineral genesis and deposition. Zero-point curve mapping reveals depot centers, highs, and migration pathways. Morphometry stream order analysis maps erosion basis tying to tectonics. Here is morphometry mapping of subsurface uplifts over a large area. Morphometry mapped this classical nose, a potential oil and gas trap. And here is zero-point curve mapping applied to different morphometric depth maps down through the vertical section. And here is stress field pattern recognition applied pre-drill to figure D, mapping oil signature and trap. It came on at 125 barrels a day. And here we have spectral circular anomalies showing resource and depth. These tools offer advantages. Explore anywhere, map subsurface, pre-drill, and pre-seismic. Easy, fast, low cost, and data rich. We can map in high-grade large areas, build quick models, study seismic blind spots, ID targets, mark areas for release, decode complexity, scan hard-to-access areas, map structure, resource, and depth. And as they say, the proof's in the pudding. Let's take a look at the Terra track record in the following slides. 93% correct pre-drill calls avoiding bad wells. 96% correct pre-drill calls predicting oil and gas. And 72% of Terra's pre-drill picks went on to produce. Our structural mapping typically aligns with seismic, but at a fraction of the cost. And how about savings for a typical work plan? Well, for smaller areas, expect to save 50% or better. For larger areas, expect to save more. And for much larger areas, expect to save more still. Bottom line, add Terra's studies and you'll do better. A classical explorer balances an open mind with the need for supporting data. And that's what we can offer. Terra has loads of data to support its value proposition. Numerous work examples, case studies, references, and testimonials. With the stakes so high, it only makes sense to try new things. There's lots of upside and very little downside. Please contact us to learn more. Thanks for viewing and have a good day.